Hello again. Let me show you something. This is my birthday present. That's a Squire Affinity Stratocaster. Really nice guitar. I was looking for that for so long. I'm usually playing acoustic guitars, but I think it's time to try to have a new experience with the electric ones. What I'm gonna do today is to build myself a guitar cable. So I've been looking around my stuffs and I found two of these guys, plugs, a 6.3 jack. Of course, these are not exactly the best ones. If you buy this cheapy, the ones with plastic, they are around 20 euro cents in one of the local shops. These metallic ones are around 1 euro. Of course, I prefer the metallic ones. All you have to check is for the tip to be really nice and steady in place, no movement around. And also we have to be really careful about applying heat to this leg here, because it's very important not to diffuse the temperature down to the plastic. Then these things will start rotating, moving, and doesn't have a really good, nice contact. Okay, shielded cable. This is a microphone cable, I think. Master Voice Acoustic Professional Stereo Cable. All right. It's really nice and flexible. Tough guy with some cotton in there too. And here we have a wire stripper or clipper. It's nice to have a tool like that around. That's a Kaiweets KWS103. It's really helpful to have one of that. So we took the rubber away, nice and slowly. We take the shield wires apart. Okay, the shield is away. Now I have to cut all these textiles away. I don't know if it's cotton, it's looking more like polyester or something, and it doesn't matter. The good point with these guys is that assure a good mechanical. You see, this is a stereo cable. Obviously, for a guitar cable, we don't need two wires. For maximum fiability, let's call it, I should put the middle wires together. As you can see, the shield, it's somehow shorter than the hot wires. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. Why? I'll show you in a second. Let me prepare the other side. So if you don't have a clipper, a stripper like that, you can use very easy a knife, or why not a scissor. But a knife should be better. Go round and round, not too deep. You can feel when you touch the screen or the shield. And there we are. Perfect. Having the shield away, here we have the hot wires. Well, let me try something. I really don't know if it's working. I never tried that before. So as long as these guys are plastic, do you think we can just burn them, huh? Or no? But yes, that's a good idea. Let's cut them down. Now we can clean the area. Perfect. Same story here. Well, I call it redundancy. These two wires together, the middle or the hot wires together. But I'm pretty sure this will last forever. This is done, and the other one, it's done also. Well guys, now here we have some more specific and, how can I say, sensible procedure. First, I'm gonna clean the area here. In this position, can use the knife, sandpaper eventually. This is very important to have a kind of primer to the future connections. Clean very nice and very well to have a proper connection here. And also up here, same story. We have to be sure that it's doing a perfect connection. You see, now it's clean. All right. Also, very important is to have a kind of thermal shunt before these parts are getting soldered. Why? The plastic connecting or keeping these parts together, it's very, very thermal sensible. You can ruin the jack if you apply too much heat for too long. And let me start down here. Don't forget about having a thermal shunt. Yes, it's done. That's enough. Perfect. Now we move the shunt up here and briefly apply solder. What I mean briefly, a split of a second. It's still okay. Yeah, that's fine. So this is done. Now, do not forget to have the string and the metallic cover. Now the plastic, and here I have the ground. Well, here is the master trick. You see the ground here, it's way too long. We want the ground to be the mechanical support of the things. So when you push the cable or apply tension, it doesn't have to rely on the top here rather than the shield. The shield is much better mechanically done. Okay, let's primer this and the top. We have to really move fast. Don't forget the thermic shunt, and we have to get this as low as possible, like that. Take your fingers away. Let the soldering iron getting really hot or ready for that, and apply heat. That's enough. We have to move fast. Yeah, no problem with the heat. And here, as you can see now, the tension here, it's in the shield cable. But I wish to have more rubber in here, so we can do this trick, We can push this a little bit further, but I rather get this higher to make room for some more rubber stuff, like that. Perfect. No harm, everything is steady. And now, to be sure about the result, we can push a little bit the rubber stuff up front. Well, now we have to tie this. Make room. This should be circular as possible. And let's apply more tension here. Because if you consider getting the wire tension this way, then we need a point for extra. You see, like that. That should be absolutely fine. And the other way. Top into the rubber, like this. And then we can push it down. Like this. You see? Now it's perfect. It's perfect, solid, and it will last a while. Nice. Now it's time to have the hot wire connected. They are kind of long. What can I do? But I'll use that in my benefit. So I'll push this wire back, and even if we stretch or pushing, taking the cable, the hot wires have this arch here, so all the mechanical stuff will get stuck in here. This is the point of resistance, and of course these two clips into the rubber. All right, like I said, let's move fast. Let the iron go up to the maximum temperature, 350 in this situation. There you go. A little bit of flux, fresh solder, and that's it. Perfect. Nice and steady in place. Well, now my advice is to use a little bit of sandpaper and to clean this area of any fabric. It was happening to me when the top of this guy, just got blocked into the female connection. All right, I believe this is done. Of course, solid, and hopefully we can close it. Perfect. This is really nice and strong. Okay, let's go to the other side. Before anything else, don't forget to have these guys, the spring and the cover, and of course the plastic, which is too long, by the way. So all we need is like that in place. All right, this is ready to go, and we'll do the same with the second jack. Clean, nice, and here also perfect. Now let's prime these guys. I will try to get even farther inside, something like here. Very good there. You see, it's touchable, so that means the shunt took most of the temperature away. If you don't have a support like that, you can use one of these tools. Keep it down there, apply flux and the blob of solder, and this will be our thermic shunt. Okay, this is done. Now we can prepare the cable. Good. And down here. Perfect. Well, I need to cut this because it's way too long. That's a perfect size. See? Now I'm trying to have this rubber part inside the jack as much as possible. There we go. That should be a good position. A blob of solder tied to the soldering iron. Fast. And that's it. Okay. Nice and solid. Maybe we can go a little farther up front, like to have room for the rubber stuff. Is that okay? No. You see, trying to avoid overheating, it's not always successful, but I'll try something else. Let me put this down and I press with the soldering iron. Yeah, this is perfect. Yes. Perfecto. And of course the same trick here, tidying the clips. Okay. Pay attention to this corner, inside corner, let's call it. And here the same. You see? Mechanically, it's absolutely perfect. And all we have to do now is to have the top here. I don't have too much room, but you know something, this will be okay as long as I'm moving fast enough. Yeah. Let's get this guy hot enough and ready to go. Pam pam. Very good. And the same story. I have this arch here, so it doesn't really matter if we push the cable. All the tension will be here and here in this soldering. Yes. Ugly? Maybe. But it's working. Plastic, of course. Yeah, it's steady, it's fixed, it's solid. Let me see about... Oh, this one is good. Okay, people, now here we have a working guitar cable. Nice and solid, strong. Is it working? Let's take a test. Are you betting? Is it working or not? Of course. Perfect. Is it noisy? No. Is it strong enough? Let's see. Strong? What do you think? Voila. Back. Come on. Of course, you should never take the jacks out by the cable, but accidents can happen. Okay, people, so that's it for today. Do yourself a guitar cable, and like always, you know, if you like, please subscribe, push the like button too, and most of all, don't forget, be inventive, be creative, and mostly have fun. Bye bye.